Hey everybody, this video is going to go over the homework assignments for the week 3 module. When you click on the week 3 homework assignments tab, you're going to see 4 subtabs listed. The first subtab asks you to read chapter 4. Again, I'm not asking you to read it thoroughly. You don't take notes, don't highlight, don't underline, don't do any of that. Just go through the chapter, just skim through it and look at how it matches up with the material provided in the week 3 module, the PowerPoints and video lessons that I go over. Okay. Then you'll see that the second subtab is week 3 assignment 1, considering the opposition. So when you click on that assignment and go to it, you're going to see that there are 2 questions for this assignment. Question number 1, there are 4 issues listed below that question for you to choose from. The government has a right to know what a citizen is smoking. Spam emails should be illegal. Spammers should pay a fine and spend at least 1 year in prison. And school cafeterias should not use styrofoam plates and cups. Those are the 4 issues listed under question 1, and you are going to choose 2 of them. Just 2. Just choose 2 of them. Once you have made your choice, the 2 that you're going to work with, for each of them, this is what I want you to do. State your claim about that issue. And it can be the opposite of how it's currently worded. So for instance, with the first option, the government has a right to know what a citizen is smoking, your claim does not have to be that exactly. If you actually feel the opposite, you can word it that way. The government does not have a right to know what a citizen is smoking. That's fine. So take the issue and state your claim about that issue. Give me a few reasons for why you support that claim. Why do you think the government does or does not have a right to know what a person is smoking? Then I want you to list 2 opposing points of view on that claim. So give me your claim and your reasons for supporting it, and then tell me 2 opposing points of view. I want you to do that for both of the issues you choose from the list. That's it. That's all you have to do. For question number 2, we're going to take it a step further, and I want you to choose an argument that you strongly disagree with. It could be one of those 4 issues listed for question number 1, but it doesn't have to be. You can think of any argument out there that you strongly disagree with. Do you disagree with climate change? Go with it. Do you disagree with, dress code policy at your work or at your child's school or something like that? Go with it. It could be a hot button issue. It could be something very small and localized in your life. But choose an argument that you strongly disagree with. Okay? Tell me what it is, right? But then what I'm asking you to do with that is make a concession to that argument. So even though you strongly disagree with that argument and what that argument says, you're going to point out where they actually do make a valid point. You still disagree with it overall, but they do make a valid point here. So tell me what that is. Make the concession. Tell me what the concession is, and tell me how it makes your argument stronger. Even though you're pointing out where they have a good point, how does that still make your argument stronger? And that's all you have to do for the assignment. Question number 1, choose 2 of those 4 issues that are listed. State your claim, a few reasons why you feel that way, and then give me 2 opposing points of view for both of the issues that you've chosen. Question number 2, choose an argument you strongly disagree with. Tell me what it is, and then point out where they have a valid claim, where they make a valid point. Make a concession. and explain how that concession strengthens your argument. Don't make it harder than it has to be. That's all you have to do. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. The next homework assignment listed in the week 3 homework assignments is project part 1. Okay. Remember, project part 1 is mandatory. You have to do it in order to pass the class. And you have to get my feedback on it before you move on to project part 2. Right? Please make sure you get this turned in. Please make sure you understand it, because the better you do on each project part, the more successful your essay will be when it's all said and done. So part 1 is all about your topic, engaging with that topic, and creating a research plan. So step 1 is generating a topic. So generating a topic, you have a couple of tasks that you need to do. The first is an 8-minute free write. So I want you to choose a topic that you think you might want to write an argumentative research paper on, and free write on it for 8 to 10 minutes without stopping. Set a timer for yourself and just type for 8 to 10 minutes straight, even if you go off topic. Okay. None of this is set in stone. So it is possible you could end up changing your mind a little down the road, but try your best to really choose something that you want to work with. Think about the kind of research that would be out there for you to use, and how much you care about it. I will say though, sometimes it's not good to care too much about your topic for an argumentative research paper. Sometimes we can get too emotional in it. But pick something you are interested in, something that you want to talk about, okay? And then whatever that issue is, free write about it for 8 to 10 minutes nonstop. Then, after that, task B is I want you to look over your free write and figure out how you're going to focus that topic, and then explain it to me. Once you have found what your focus topic is, I want you to tell me what it is and what main points you envision covering with that argument. You may discover additional ones, or you may change your mind and end up wanting different main points once you start working on the essay more. But for now, generate your topic, focus your topic, and tell me what you see your main points being. Okay. Step 2 then is asking you to engage with your topic. So after you've done the free write and then explained your focus topic to me, I want you to answer the following questions in task C. Why do you care about this issue? Who else cares about this issue? What different kinds of views might they hold, and how do those views compare or differ from your views on this issue? What point of view do you want to communicate about the issue, and why? What is your larger goal? What are you hoping to accomplish by writing on this issue? Who is your audience, and what effect do you want to have on their views? Okay, do your best to answer these questions. It's really going to give you a good foundation for moving forward with the project and with the topic you want to work with. Then step 3 is your research plan. Task D asks you to answer some more questions. Where do you plan on conducting your research? When do you plan on conducting your research? When do you plan on having your research completed? You might want to check the syllabus, the course outline, to see when the project parts are due. You're going to need some sources listed when project part 2 is due. So keep those due dates in mind as you're coming up with your plan for when to have research completed. What types of sources do you plan on using? How do you plan on keeping track of your potential sources, especially in this day and age where so much is done on the internet, whether it's websites or just online, like databases or online journals? How do you plan on keeping track of all of that? Come up with a plan, come up with a system. And then how do you plan on keeping track of any useful information you come across? You come across a website and you're like, oh, this might provide some really good information. I need to come back to it later when I have more time. So that's how do you plan on keeping track of your sources. But then once you go to the website, read through everything, you're like, yes, I might be able to use this or I might be able to use that. How do you plan on keeping track of the specific information? Because you're going to have to cite your sources and you want to make sure you know for sure that this specific information came from a source and which source. Okay. And the last thing you're going to want to do in step 4 is discuss your concerns. Are there any potential problems you can foresee? What possible solutions can you see for these problems? Is there anything specific you'd like to ask me before, as you're beginning this whole thing? So there's your chance to kind of get my input. So 4 steps to project part 1, and it's really all about coming up with your topic and coming up with a plan to move forward with the course project. If you have any questions, please let me know right away. And then the last item for homework in the week 3 module is the week 3 discussion. Again, you have another image you're going to study. It is an ad for Dove moisturizer and soaps. So study the ad and then answer the 7 questions. Be sure that you try to have your first post, the response to my questions, by Thursday at midnight, and then respond to 2 classmates. The discussion closes Sunday at midnight, and I can't reopen it. So please do your best to get those posts up and going before the discussion ends. If you have any questions about the prompt or any technical difficulties with the discussion, please let me know right away. So that's everything you have to do for week 3. If you have any questions or concerns or run into any problems, let me know right away. All right, good luck.